Blackstone Audio presents F by Daniel Kehlmann, translated by Carol Brown Janeway. This book is read by Robert Fass, Jim Meskimen, and Bronson Pinchot. For A. The Great Lindemann. Years later, long since fully grown, and each of them enmeshed in his own particular form of unhappiness, none of Arthur Friedland's sons could recall whose idea it had actually been to go to the hypnotist that afternoon. It was 1984, and Arthur didn't have a job. He wrote novels that no publisher wanted to print, and stories that appeared occasionally in magazines. It was all he did. But his wife was an eye doctor, and that paid the bills. On the way there, he talked to his 13-year-old sons about Nietzsche and different brands of chewing gum. They argued about an animated movie that had just opened starring a robot who was also the Redeemer. They traded theories about why Yoda talked so weirdly, and wondered whether Superman was stronger than Batman. Finally, they pulled up in front of a line of row houses in a street in the outer boroughs. Arthur honked the horn twice, and within seconds a front door flew open. His oldest son, Martin, had spent the last 2 hours sitting at the window waiting for them, dizzy with impatience and boredom. The pains had misted over with his breath, and he'd drawn faces with his finger, some solemn, some laughing, some with their mouths screaming wide. He had wiped the glass clean again and again, watching his breath spread a fine haze back over it. The clock had ticked and ticked. What was taking them so long? A car, then another car, then yet another car, and still it wasn't them. Then suddenly a car pulled up and honked twice. Martin raced down the corridor, past the room into which his mother had retreated so as not to have to see Arthur. It was 14 years since he had tiptoed swiftly out of her life, but it still tormented her that he could exist without needing her. Martin ran down the stairs and along the main hall, then straight across the street. So fast he didn't even see the speeding car coming at him. Brakes squealed inches away from him, but he was already in the passenger seat, hands clasped above his head. And only now did his heart let up for a moment. "My God," Arthur murmured.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?